welcome to Dance of Democracy Season 24. Every voter has one vote, right? But in these cluster of villages on the Odisha-Andhra border, voters say they have two votes. We travel there to find out.
It's not uncommon here to see boards in both Telugu and Oriya on the same street here. That's perhaps the least surprising thing here in Kotia, on the Andhra Pradesh-Odisha border. Voters in this predominantly tribal belt that includes 28 villages say they cast their vote in two states.
2,500 voters on the Andhra Pradesh-Odisha border are enjoying the best of both worlds. They have two voter ID cards, two ration cards, and sometimes even two pension cards. The decades-long dispute between the two states means the voters are enjoying Odisha's infrastructure push and Andhra Pradesh's welfare schemes.
ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో అన్ని ఇచ్చేస్తున్నారు. పెన్షన్ 3,000 ఇస్తున్నారు. ఇంకా ఈ రైతు కోసం 7,550.
ମୋ ନାଁ OBML, ଆମ ଗାଁ ହେଲା ସାଲେମପଦ। ଆମେ ଆନ୍ଧ୍ରରୁ 3,000 ଲେଖା ପାଉଛୁ, ଓଡ଼ିଶାରୁ 1,000। ମୋ ନାଁ ଦରସମ୍ବି म्हणजे କୁକାଡ଼ି କା मंजी कार्ड मनो एटे बोट पटोस्के मनो कुकाड़ी का बोट metno sare mabudi ka metno anje mambo apino me.
The dispute over jurisdiction of this cluster of villages reached the Supreme Court in 1968. It was in 2006 that the Apex Court said that only Parliament could resolve this impasse, putting in place a permanent injunction on the disputed area.
In both Odisha and Andhra, both elections they will attend.
The Andhra CEO told TOI enrollment in two constituencies is illegal. He has promised to look into this unusual arrangement and feels that Aadhaar seeding could solve the problem.
This time around, however, the voters' dilemma is which constituency to vote in, as Araku in Andhra Pradesh and Koraput in Odisha go to the polls on the same day, May 13.
From one voter with two votes to one constituency that votes over two phases, we are talking about Outer Manipur, the only constituency in India that votes in two phases. This decision was taken by the Election Commission due to the months-long ethnic conflict in Manipur. Another decision taken by the EC has made C-60 commandos in Gadchiroli very happy. Abhishek Chaudhary explains.
They are the reasons why voters in Naxal areas cast their votes without fear, even though there are boycott calls given by the Maoists. They are getting for the first time a chance to cast their postal ballot at the special facilitation center set up for them. These are the elite C-60 commando units who make sure that voters go out and cast their ballot without any fear. TY Soumitra Bose got a chance to catch up with these commandos as they got their fingers inked before leaving for election duty.
Let's now talk about a superstar who made a super debut in Indian politics, but that didn't last as long as his film career.
There is a lot of star power in this one picture. Already a Bollywood heartthrob, when this photo was taken in 1992, Rajesh Khanna was taking his baby steps as a member of parliament. He had just won the by-elections and his family members had joined him to celebrate. Khanna contested his first Lok Sabha elections in 1991 and had lost to BJP veteran LK Advani. But his luck changed when LK Advani gave up his New Delhi seat to retain the one in Gandhinagar. The by-polls that followed pit two Hindi film stars against each other, and Khanna defeated Shatrughan Sinha. However, the Bollywood superstar's journey as a politician did not have a long run.
What happens when you take the symbol of a candidate a bit too seriously when it comes to voting? That's a hilarious story Pranab Mukherjee told Mahua Chatterjee.
There was this symbol of the banyan tree, of a huge banyan tree. So there was a man in a village who, from the education that had been given to them about symbols and where to vote and who to vote for, had figured that he wanted to vote for the person who had the banyan tree as his symbol. So very diligently he went to the booth, stood in a line, took his ballot paper, came out of the booth and headed straight for the big banyan tree that there was in the village, climbed up the tree, and to ensure that that ballot doesn't fall off anywhere, put it into a very He climbed the tree to an extent, and then he put the ballot paper very carefully in a hollow there, and came down. Obviously, nothing happened to his vote, but that's how we started voting.
Before we wrap up, it's time for a quick quiz. Who was the first election commissioner of India? Your options are Sukumar Sen, V.S. Ramadevi, Shankar Dayal Sharma, Rajendra Prasad. Write in your answer and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
The election story of India is incomplete without the Times of India.
Every morning, our 51 editions
not only provide most extensive coverage of elections,
they also discover an India that's unseen and unknown.